St. Jude, there's all these like acronyms.
Oh, sure,
how do you say it? Acronyms?
Right, yeah.
And I was like, what's that?
What does that mean?
Yeah.
Normal.
No, just say it.
Just say it.
Just say it.
All right. Is that the song we want to go into?
Hell do I know.
1979?
Everybody on our team is like, say hi to Stu.
Hey! Oh, I saw something. Wait, so.
Good song.
I'm like, he says hello.
I do. I say
He does.
long-haired, bushy greetings to all. We've got 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Good. A lot better than yesterday.
How do I turn it around? There we go.
Also, maybe they eliminate. I don't know. Do you see it here? We're good. We're at 17.
Southern California's rock station, 95.5 KLOS. St. Jude Rocks in full effect here at the radio station, and you got Stu in the afternoon. I am happy to report that we are down to 17. 17 is our magic number, and that is the number of partners in hope that we need to get before 3 o'clock. You could be a partner in hope if you just text the word rock to 785-833. Yeah, I'm talking to you, bro. I'm sitting in traffic, you're not doing anything else. Join us up. It's $19 a month. We'll send you out a Cool Music Gives to St. Jude Kids t-shirt. Send you that nice, warm, thick St. Jude KLOS Rock shirt. Put you in the hopper for the Beach Life Festival and more. So 785-833-ROCK is the number to text. In the studio with me right now is my friend Tiara. Now, we met the other morning when you came in for a little pre-meeting.
We sure did.
You sure made an impression. You are great. Like, your story is, first of all, me and Johnny were both like getting kind of like verklempt in there. And you weren't even saying anything particularly sad. You were just... So anyway, Tiara, tell my friends and listeners where you come from and what your story is.
Well, hey everybody, just wanted to say hey, I'm Tiara from Oregon, and I'm 32 years old, and I was diagnosed in 1993 when I was a year old at a well baby checkup. My doctor felt a mass in my abdomen, and he sent me for some scans, and within the day I was diagnosed with neuroblastoma. And for neuroblastoma is the cancer of the peripheral or sympathetic nervous system. And so it's not your central nervous system, so it can go to the brain, but it doesn't always. For me, it came out in about 40 different tumors all over my body, my back, my bottom, my legs. And I actually had one surgery on my spinal cord that took out a tumor when I was 10 years old, and it put me in a wheelchair for a year.
Your mom and dad were given some very grim news at
They
a
were.
certain point, weren't they?
So I went to St. Jude the month that I turned 4 years old, and before I was there, I was only treated ever with surgery. And when they treated me with surgery, finally I kept relapsing, and they said, just save your insurance company's money, save your parents' money, take her home and let her die.
Oh my God.
And they literally, that night, they sat down dumbstruck about what to do, and they saw a commercial for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, called them, and then within a week, I was in Memphis, Tennessee, all the way across the nation from my home in Oregon. And over the course of my treatment at St. Jude, I've had multiple sessions of radiation all over my front torso, all over my spine. I've also had multiple different types of chemotherapy, and I've also had about 40 surgeries.
Do you have a clear recollection of, you said you were 4 when the first time that you went to St. Jude?
I remember getting there.
What was that? I mean, that must have blown your little 4-year-old mind.
It sure did. But as a child, I was entirely optimistic. Yeah. I knew everything. I had no sense of tact, and so I would constantly say to my mother, "It's okay, Mom. If I die, the angels will come down and take me to heaven, where if they have colored TV, I can watch cartoons." And so now, as an adult, I think I realize the repercussions more so than I did as a child.
Yeah. Oh my God, I can't imagine. Can you imagine as a parent, your kid saying something like that to you?
Wow,
Yeah.
I can't imagine that.
Okay. So you are free and clear. You have probably had at least one, what's it called? The party when you're...
Oh, the remission party.
The remission party.
So here's the thing. I technically would go into remission, or as we call it, no evidence of disease.
Right.
But then I would relapse. So I had neuroblastoma 5 separate times where I would be told, you don't have cancer anymore. And then I would have cancer again. And actually, I had an autologous bone marrow transplant, which means I got my own bone marrow back. When I relapsed after that bone marrow transplant, they said Tiara had 0% chance of reaching adulthood. And I did.
Wow.
And so St. Jude is the one who made that possible. And I was telling on the Heidi and Frank show yesterday how I was in an experimental treatment protocol with multiple chemotherapies, and there were 8 other children in that protocol. And I was allergic to one of the chemotherapies, so they took me off of that chemotherapy, put me on a different one. And sadly, each and every one of those 8 other children I had to watch pass away one by one by one by one. And then I'm the only one still here. And when they took that new protocol with the new chemotherapy that I wasn't allergic to,
right.
And that became the new protocol for neuroblastoma patients.
You're a miracle. You're a miracle.
Well, thank you for saying that.
Kid, but now you're a miracle 30-something. 2 questions. So first off, I thought that you were, the other day there was all this hubbub and I didn't hear you clearly, and so I said, hey, I detect an accent. Where are you from? Remember?
That was so cool of you too, because I often get asked like, hey, where are you from? You sound foreign. And it does make me feel exotic. What can I say? But it's actually because I'm 90% deaf.
It's a side effect of some of the stuff that you went through.
Yeah, some of the chemotherapies cause severe hearing impairment. So I lost the bulk of my hearing over the course of a month or 2 when I was about 4 or 5.
The other question that I have for you, and this really speaks to the mission of what we're doing here, is raising money for St. Jude, because, I don't even know what angle to approach it from. Like, when you walk through the door and there's, the walls are painted, doesn't look like a hospital, there's a million red flyer wagons everywhere, too. You have 5-star chefs feeding you the best food in the world, to the world's greatest researchers that are on staff there, pounding and pounding and driving and getting to the cure. What, pick an angle and tell me what you love so much about St. Jude.
So here's the thing. As an adult, I go back to St. Jude every 5 years on average for what's called the life study. The life study looks at the long-term side effects and complications that can arise after having pediatric cancer and being treated for that cancer. And so every 5 years, I get to go back, and not only do I get to see the growth that St. Jude has made, I get to reminisce on my childhood. And I was telling the people in the studio how it's amazing that St. Jude can give you more good memories than bad. And so I have so many better memories than bad memories of St. Jude. And so when I go back, it's like coming home again. It's not a place that, traumatized me or this, that, or the other. It's an amazing place. I get to see the children that are currently going through what I went through. Right. And I really hope that if they can take anything from it, maybe they can get a little bit of hope for their future.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Listen, if this story is moving you, we need you to get on and text the word ROCK to 785-833. We need 8 more. That's what I'm seeing? We need 8 more partners in hope to sign up before 3 o'clock, and I believe that we will make that. Tiara is one of, I think, hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of kids who have gone through the program at St. Jude. Families that have gone through there, they don't get charged a dime for their treatment, for their travel, for their food, for their lodging. St. Jude is pushing against cancer, and if you think that the machinery of the medical world, it doesn't want to cure cancer because then they can't make money, you are wrong. St. Jude does not fit that narrative. So please get on the horn. Rock 785-833. This is 95.5 KLOS. St. Jude rocks.
Thank you, Sue.
That was so good.
You guys want to take a picture together?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Just kidding. How do I end this? How do I end a live?
Still live? Hey, everybody.
Did
Wait.
you record that whole thing?
Oh, wait.
Yeah, I
This
did
is
a
different
live.
than mine.
Cool.
Wait,
I
this
don't.
is
Oh, finish.